This pretends to be a tool just to help the football coaches, the sports director, to take decisions. We know that football, you score the goals in the pitch, but there is a lot of work outside of the pitch that you can do to start winning 1-0 before the games start. So that was the aim of the work. Try to give the people who needs to take the decisions a tool where they can enhance the decision making and take better decisions. This will be more or less the index we will cover in the presentation. It's similar to the index we did in the report. We will start introducing about the business problem. After that, we see the two different data systems, the old data system and the new data system that we are proposing in this approach. Finally, we will see how is the process of the database formation. We are going to develop some of the software development, and we will finish with some kind of future investigations that we would like to develop in a future. The name of the company we are working is called Winning. Okay, it's like the slogan of winning 1-0 before the games start, and we are focused against these challenges or this business problem. That is that we don't have really good data. I mean, the teams has some access, but they don't have like a unique database where they can analyze and get conclusions. So they reach to an inefficient decision making, and also they have some limited predictive analytics. So they don't know how it's going to be the behavior or the performance of a player before they sign it. So we are going to focus on try to solve this problem. This is like the old data system. You need to look to every single player. After you look to every single player, you look to the data, and once you have that, you try to reach to a solution. What happened with that? You need a lot of people here looking to new players. After that, this is very biased data because it depends on the person who is looking it. So what we are proposing is a new data system. The data is going to take, and combining data and algorithms are going to take charge of this part, and after that to reach to just a list of 10 players, and we give that to the scout, and the scout will take the decision. This is the process of the database formation. We explain it in the report in a very mathematical way, but here this is basically 3 phases: data collection, variables creation, and ponderation of the variables. The first is when you record the video, is automatically combining the eventing and the tracking, what's happening, what are the coordinates of the player, when you give a pass, when the other team score a goal, everything that happens there. After that is an automatic report is created. So is this kind of reports, and after that we upload this data in Python. In our system, we just need to have this data layer. We don't need to develop all this because that's an assumption we made of the model that is already created. So moving on, the phases of the phases of the software development. We follow. Okay, we were between choosing an agile model or a waterfall model, but as you can see here, we did an hybrid model. Okay, for the big database where we want to store all the behavior of the players and all the historical data, we think that is much better having a classic model, a waterfall model. But for the rest, as we are connecting data to APIs, to the transfer market value, to the new matches that are happening in the real time, we prefer an hybrid a flexive model. Okay, so these are basically, as we can see here, which model are we using and for what. And this is the modular design, like the data integration layer, what I just mentioned about the APIs, how to connect the data to transfer market to get the updates of the transfer values. This is basically, we are not going to spend a lot of time here because this is already explained in the report. This is the BRD. We did an assignment of this as well. but it's basically explaining who are the key stakeholders, which is the business problem, and how we are going to solve it, and what's our software doing. So this is basically explaining that what could be summed up in the sentence of give a tool to enhance decision making. This is how our database look like at the end if once we build everything and we have segmented it, creating the different relations. It's, as you can see here, everything goes around the player because are the one who scored the goals at the end. So no, but without jokes aside, this is everything related to the player because the clubs is made by many players, is one too many. After that, every club to a league, and the financial items as well are for the clubs. Some ethical considerations that we should have. We would like to have access to all the private data of the clubs, so they can give us like, okay, this is the salary I'm paying to this player, this is the market value, this is the real contract. So we need to build some kind of relation with the club so that they can trust us. They can see like, okay, the data you give me, I don't use it to give it to other teams, I just use it for you. So we need to, this is the main basic problem of ethics, because we can say, okay, Arsenal go to Real Madrid because they are paying a sheet of contract to that player, so just go ahead. So but no, we need to build some transparency with the client, and that's it. And these are some basic tools that we could have using our platform. We could detect the top 1% more value in terms of wage and value. We could also find some kind of offers in players, as players here we are watching in red. Other uses we can find with algorithms, similar players to the players we have, depending on the variables